It's bedtime story time. Learn to love to read with Dr. Marcela Frausto every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live.
Hi everybody. I hope everyone's doing well, and it is story time. As you know, every Wednesday is story time. So I hope everybody is ready for Pete the cat. You know, I like Pete the cat. I hope we're still hanging on for the last few weeks of school. Graduations are coming up, and I know vacations are coming up. That's why I kind of wanted to go with this Pete the cat book today, because I know you guys are going to be having your gatherings and then heading out on a variety of different places for vacation. But we do want some, and I'm sure the beach is going to be on the horizon for some of you. So we want to talk a little bit about the beach here. All right. So here we go. We're going to start with Pete the cat. Pete at the beach. As usual, this is from the El Paso Public Library. We always get our books from there. If you haven't gotten your child a library card, don't wait. Let's get a library card. There's a lot of activities happening at the library. They're going to have book clubs. They're going to have arts and crafts. Some of them even have some movies, but we want to read books, remember. And then if you have your little library card, your kids can check out some books for the summer to keep up on those reading skills, okay, for the summer. So here we have Pete the cat, Pete at the beach, by James Dean. It is a hot day. Pete the cat goes to the beach with his mom and his brother Bob. "Let's go in the water," Bob says. "Maybe later," says Pete. Bob likes to surf. He rides the big waves. It looks like fun. "I'm hot," says Pete. "Go in the water," says Mom. "Maybe later," says Pete. Pete makes a sandcastle. His mom helps him dig. Here comes a big wave. And there goes Pete. Oh. Oh no! Where did his sandcastle go? Bob rides a big wave. "Wow," says Pete. "That looks like fun." Pete and his mom take a walk. They find seashells. They see a crab. Pete's feet get all wet. His feet feel cool. The rest of him is hot. It is time for lunch. Pete eats a sandwich. He drinks lemonade. The sun is very hot, and Pete's very, very hot. Bob is wet and cool. "Let's play ball," says Pete. "No thanks," says Bob. "I want to surf." Pete throws a ball. His mom catches it. "Let's get our feet wet," says Mom. "Well, okay," says Pete. The water is cool. It feels good. Pete goes in deeper. Bob waves to Pete. "I want to show you how to surf," he yells. Pete does not say maybe later. He says, "Let's do it." "Lie on the board," says Bob. Pete lies on the board. "Paddle," says Bob. Pete paddles out. He waits for a big wave. "A big wave is coming." "Stand up," says Bob. Pete stands up. Then Pete falls down. It was scary, but it did not hurt. "Try again later," says Bob. Pete wants to try again now. Pete lies down again. He paddles out and waits. Here comes a wave. Pete stands up. This time he rides the wave. "Good job," says Bob. Pete wants to surf all day. Bob does too. So they take turns. Pete and Bob rock and roll with the waves. What a great day. It's okay to be afraid, but it's more fun to surf. Here's Pete. He's out surfing. Some of you may be heading out to the beach. Some of you may know how to surf. I don't know. But if you do, please take the precautions, of course, as Pete was a little afraid to start surfing. It can be a little overwhelming at the beach for some kids. Water is overwhelming for most kids. So whether you go to vacation at the beach somewhere or a resort that has a swimming pool, or you're going to stay at home with a swimming pool, water can be very dangerous, all right? So please, if your kids are going to be around water, someone please be monitoring at all times, okay? Um, the little ones sometimes they can overestimate. Older kids can overestimate their abilities. So even our older kids that may be jumping in the pool, they can become injured. They can diving into the wrong areas of the pool. We can get injuries. So please, someone needs to be monitoring, older to young. The young kids may not be aware that water is dangerous. So you do need to be somebody with them at all times. Also with the water, you can get very dehydrated actually with a lot of the activity. The sunburns. We have a lot of a lot of issues that can occur in our summer months with vacations at the beach. The sand is very hot, burning feet. The sand reflects the light. The sunburns. Beach. Be careful. I mean, watching the kids. They can slip, they can fall underwater. They can be whisked away very quickly. So you do need to be very cautious. And we want you to enjoy your summers, but just be cautious, whether it's at the pool, the resort, the beach, sunscreen, multiple applications because you're going to be washing off throughout the day, a hat, sunglasses to prevent any sunburn and eye injury. Also staying hydrated. Most people cannot stay hydrated because they feel wet and they don't realize they're thirsty. You gotta stay well hydrated when you're out in the sun. So we want you to enjoy your fun in the sun, whether it's the beach or the resorts, wherever else may be. But also be a little wary if your younger kids are a little bit don't want to jump in the water, right? Don't throw them in the water thinking that's going to get them to swim. It actually probably isn't going to have the opposite effect. They're going to be much more afraid of the water. A lot of the pools here in town will be having some swim lessons. So sign up your kids for swim lessons. This is not a foolproof to prevent against drowning, of course, but it's a start to getting your kids to learn how to be safe in the water. So take a look at the El Paso recreation centers here in town. The Y's have swim lessons, so you maybe want to get your children involved with swim lessons. If we have any information we come across, of course, always look on our Facebook. We'll try and share that information if we do find something for you. All right, so kids, got to keep pushing through for your last few weeks of school here, and then you guys can go get ready for vacation. But don't forget to schedule your checkups for next year, particularly if your kiddo has their birthday coming up in this summer. We need to get them in. Don't wait till the last possible second, folks, because we will probably run out of appointments. And then you're going to get upset. Please do not get upset with me because I'm telling you right now that we need to get these things scheduled, okay? I can get everybody scheduled if you give me enough time. That goes for our sports physicals as well. Football, cross country, volleyball, I think are the biggest sports. Cheer, if your kids are in cheer. These sports start up right away in the school year. So if they are going to be participating, get them in so we can get them ready for sports. The quicker you get them in, because particularly if I find that they have something that we need to get physical therapy involved with, we can get that sooner than later. If your child cannot pass their sports physical, they will not be able to participate. So the sooner you get that in, the sooner I get your kiddos ready for sports. But please, early is best. Don't call me the day before because I won't be able to help you, all right? It's not that I don't want to help you. It's just that we are going to be very tight. This happens every year, so please plan ahead, all right? So make your appointments and go enjoy your fun in the sun, all right? Be safe. Take care. Bye-bye.